We think now that we must apply downward pressure by closing the schools. So I can announce today, and Gavin Williamson is making a statement now.
Exams aren't going to be taking place in this academic year, and we're going to be doing everything we can to ensure that people will receive their GCSE and A-level grades in August as they would usually do.
The impact of COVID-19 on millions of students.
Hi, I'm Butte and I'm one of the GCSE students from last year, and of course we didn't do an exam due to coronavirus.
Hi, my name is Dina, and last year I was one of the students who didn't take part in their GCSE exams due to COVID-19.
I'm Mako Sasaki. I was studying A-level last year and now I'm in first year in uni.
How do you feel about the GCSE exam being cancelled last year?
For me, I felt very happy, as I don't think I would have coped well in exam situations back then.
Well, at first the news came obviously quite as a shock for everyone, I think, and as it got nearer the time I didn't seem to mind as much as not taking the exams, but I still feel like it would have been a good opportunity for me to do so.
I was disappointed because I prepared to do the exam but it got cancelled. So.
Are you satisfied with your result? If not, what are you not happy about?
I'm satisfied with most of my results, however I'm not very happy with my French and English because I feel like if I did do the exam I could have gotten better grades for my results.
Yeah, I'm quite satisfied with my results overall. Maybe one or two grades I think could have gone up a bit, but apart from that it quite reflected I think what I should have actually got.
I wasn't happy because I got the same grade as the grade I got for mock, but I couldn't recall it because I didn't do the exam. No one knows if I could do better or not.
The students from more than 50 universities are taking part in a rent strike in protest at how the pandemic has affected their studies.
After being forced into lockdown, 1,700 students in Manchester have been told to self-isolate in their rooms on campus for 14 days.
Last night, hundreds of students gathered to protest and ended up breaking sections of the fence. Many complained that they hadn't been told in advance, and the university admits there was poor communication.
If you sit in your room, you're missing out on your social life, but if you go out, there's a chance you could get in trouble or obviously catch the virus.
How does COVID-19 affect your first year in uni? How do you feel about it?
Well, because everything is online, I see no one in my course, so I barely see people in my accommodation. So it's harder to make friends, I guess. But because it's first year and I don't know how it normally went, so it's kind of normal to me now.
Do you feel like you fit in well with other people as most lessons were done online?
I have no idea because I actually know 2 people from my course out of 180 of us.
Now that we are back in lockdown and having to do online lesson again, how do you cope with it?
I'm coping very well at the moment now that we're in lockdown again, because I feel like I can concentrate more in my studies at home alone, whereas if I'm in school then I'm probably going to get distracted by my friends in the class.
I think it's hard sometimes to be organised and stay on top of the workload, because I think teachers actually set more work than what we actually do in classes, but overall it's okay. Yeah.
Does it affect your mental health at all, having to stay at home all the time?
I don't think it affects me at all because there's many people in my house and there's always things to do at home, so it doesn't affect me at all.
Sometimes I miss my friends because I go to a boarding school, so obviously I'm usually around my friends all week, but now I'm at home, so it's a bit different, yeah.
I think it does because I sit in front of laptop like 8 hours a day, every day, in accommodation, in the small room, not seeing a lot of people. Sometimes it's a bit, feels lonely.
Through the whole of this pandemic and lockdown, young people have suffered both at school in terms of their exams, but also now in their university careers. They are suffering and struggling, and they are not really getting the support that I think they need.